That's what you have to do. Practice more than anything.
Okay.
So he's starting off as Mercy.
Let's group up, let's group up. Don't push up too far, Diva.
Talking. He's trying to coach his team. You can probably look at someone else to heal them.
My genius
Whoa.
is finally recognized.
There's Tracer behind.
Arthorn Plays, thank you so much for your subscription. Welcome to being a crony. Alright, no, this is a good Mercy play. I mean, I think you're doing everything correctly.
Almost got my out. Let's back up, Diva.
Ooh, careful on this. You want to get back more. There you go. Because you know they're about to engage soon. Don't pull out your fucking gun.
Got you on. Oh, you're kidding me. That went a lot farther than I thought it would. Well, then it's a problem.
Alright. You died? That sucked.
Soldier. I got res.
Are you just talking to yourself?
Was it worth it? No, it was not worth it, and I am sorry because I am wrong. Oh, I think you guys can do it.
The problem is since two of you died to the alt,
You're pushing up a bit too far.
it kind of, the team was staggered. You only got 2 res. You two came from spawn because you died together.
Big spawn.
But the other person, like, you're coming into like a 4v6 with that res. Okay, that works. Ken Donut says he plays Battle Mercy. Well, good job for you, and sorry for all your teammates, man.
Alright.
Oh my god, put the gun away!
Oh, I freaking hate this Tracer.
You gotta start dashing the people, like, far away from you, rather than trying to PvP the Mercy, or the Tracer. Says, I cannot deny that if someone plays a 2-2-2 comp,
Tracer 1.
and a perfect DPS, 6 DPS comp, trumps all.
Tried to heal you, sorry.
That's a good question. So, yeah, okay. Just watch out for those diva bombs. You have a bad habit about those. But also, no, this is all good. Essentially, yeah. So like this, where you just keep on dashing. You need to constantly be moving as a Mercy.
Let's get out of this tiny room. Behind us, Tracer. Oh, Vitus.
I actually like that res.
For heals.
I think that res is good because 1, you saved yourself, and 2, you saved the soldier with. I mean, it bought you guys a lot of time, or it's going to buy you a lot of stuff. Don't. Man, you and that pistol.
Gotta get on, gotta get on, gotta get on. I put in the overtime, that's all I could do. Keep it, diva.
So constantly move his diva, not diva. God damn, constantly move his mercy. That's one of the big things. Even if you don't think anyone's around you, just do it. Yeah, keep on doing it. I think that's actually something Eevee always says too. Just constantly stay on it. Constantly move, constantly move, constantly move. Stay back more. Every now and then you have a habit of moving forward a little bit too much. I get that if you have to heal someone, but heal them to full. It was mainly the diva. She's a big girl. She can handle herself for a little bit. But heal, then get back. Like, you have to be one of the last people to die. That's just all there is to it.
Right.
How come I always advise Mercies not to use their guns? Because in the time that you've done
Guys gotta watch our backline here.
3 or 4 seconds of shooting, I mean, you can gain a lot of ult charge from just healing. You could dash somewhere far away and damage boost someone for them to one-shot the Tracer or you know, kill the other target easier.
Fight me? No, actually.
But I mean, Mercy's entire skill set revolves around avoiding combat and just living longer and getting out. And then you go, you know what? No, fuck it. I'm going into combat with a pistol. That's really bad. That doesn't really build up ult charge that fast. Yeah, it's just not advised. You submitted a high priority review. Did you just do it, Peppa Clutch? Yeah, I would say Mercy should never use her pistol.
Oh my gosh.
So you drop the Mercy, and oh, that's a Reaper. That's a weird place to be a Reaper at, but hey, you got 3 kills, so who am I to complain?
Okay, you know what? I'm bad. Oh my gosh.
I'll just say, try not to have someone right next to you.
Forget this.
Like lower skilled players usually have a big issue with having someone right next to them. Like you did there. And that's just having to do with keeping someone in your POV.
Oh, please.
Pistol builds ult faster for Mercy. Look. It doesn't matter what builds your ult faster. You gotta be accurate. And more importantly, you need your team to live. Because a Mercy's not gonna win a 2v1. In most situations. Yeah. I mean, you can make all the arguments you want that Mercy should use their pistols, but yeah, don't ever use it. So I think you're actually doing work as Phara. I like this.
Nice.
Where do you send the vids? Join my Discord and there's a review channel, and if you submit it there, I will get to it eventually. Good shot. So as a Phara, alright, this is perfect. Phara's biggest advantage is this. There's a choke point, there's cover above it, and you can get these ridiculously sick angles to hit here, and you can damage people that can't even see you. That includes like this choke point and all this. Like Oasis is a big one map like this. but anytime there's a choke point that's like indoors and Pharah can get above the choke point, this is Pharah's like the sweetest spot you can ever get for a Pharah. And with that Mercy, I would actually... Okay, good. I was gonna say, like, you may want to ult that Mercy, because... Oh, shit. Oh, shit. The duel of the sky! Oh, you're gonna get hit. I can feel it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I knew it. I could feel it.
She got above me in that. Can't let him take it, guys.
So that concussive blast is what put you in the corner, is what got you the most damage. Because then Pharah can just splash damage you.
You guys got it? Come on.
The bronze, the Grandmaster stuff? I don't know if I... Yeah, I don't agree with that. How would I deal with low-level mentality? Like, if I'm playing a normal character, I would just carry. I would say, fuck everyone, I'm doing this myself. Good shot. Good shot again.
I'm sniping this Phara.
You are sniping this Pharaoh. Good job. You can hear a tracer behind you. Yep.
Nice job, guys. Good round.
All right, you're doing a lot better. I like watching this a lot better than the Mercy. So if you can't solo carry, well, the problem is if you can't solo carry, then you have to work with the tools you've been given, which is bronze players, which sometimes don't listen to you or do whatever they want. Right? They don't really care, more or less. I shouldn't say that. Some bronze players care a lot, and they just have to work on their fundamentals. Like some of the bronze players that watch me. I mean, there's a lot of you guys that, you know, and you guys want to get better and you're trying. But it's just difficult. Like, I would have to carry myself out of bronze, I think, if you actually put me, like, at, you know, SR level 1. I would definitely have to just... Oh, that reflect!
Way, oh my goodness, I'm bad.
That was hilarious. Good shot, Genji.
That Genji's freaking pro. He shot me through a tree, too.
At least that's what I would do. Like, if I had to play a support... Oh my god, if I had to play Mercy, I'd fucking kill myself. What games did I play before Overwatch? Quake 2, Quake 3, PlanetSide 2, Team Fortress 2, Unreal Tournament, Tribes Ascend, Tribes, Guns the Duel. Has no one kept the point yet?
No! I was too close to the health pad.
So you're not doing half bad. I mean, you're not getting healed a lot. It seems like you're floating decently.
He's the one killing me, which is weird.
The problem is like, well, you do have the height advantage, but Genji can. Oh, they got a Pharaoh Mercy now, right? Or is it? Essentially, you have to stay up here and yeah, keep raining down hell on them. The Genji, what I was trying to finish my sentence before, was that the Genji can get on any of these tall buildings and kind of get to you. Ooh, I thought that was a good shot. Okay, he put himself in the corner. That should be death.
Can I knock it?
There you go.
Oh my gosh, bad.
So if the Genji is giving you problems, it's not like you can hide somewhere. The best thing you can do is make him use a dash or his deflect early and then pick on him from there. Oh, Dota. Yeah, I thought he meant first-person shooters. There we go. Those are the two abilities like you want him to bait out. Now you can go hunt down that Genji because he's a piece of trash. Damn.
He did run a mech.
I think you're playing really good, but you're playing uncontested.
No, please, the Zen. Oh my gosh, thank you. Oh well, that's dumb.
Yeah, and that's what you need to prioritize. You should prioritize the Mercy.
Nice shot, guys.
Your team's cleaning up though. Good job. I think you're doing really well. Oh, he's not calling for heals? Yeah, that could be a thing. But he's actually not getting attacked much. I mean, he really is like an uncontested Phara. Well, except for this Genji.
Oh well, you know what?
So, it's funny, as a Phara, you don't want to prioritize the high ground like that, because someone can get to the high ground and get next to you. You actually want to prioritize, like, the sky a little bit away from the high ground.
No one killing me.
That is if you don't have a dedicated healer. But they kind of more or less bursted you down there. Genji got you pretty good.
This is a joke. Come on, soldier, you got it.
TRZ, how I handled the low ranks as Mei is I just carried. I actually placed 2550 on my Mei account
On the left side?
because I played Reinhardt from all my placements. But yes, I carried my way out of Mei Platinum.
I got on point soon.
We need to fly up. Failure.
Oh,
Damn. You had some good shots. Alright. This is the... I think your hovering is definitely a sore point with Phara.
Stay on point. Get on point. Keep defense matrixing Diva.
For someone whose first FPS is Overwatch, how many hours would you say is enough to get used to the environment and style? Oof. That's a hard thing for me to say.
Let me try something else.
I played Reinhardt for my placements because I tried to do this really stupid thing with Reinhardt where I didn't use abilities. And I won a couple games and I lost a game and I was like, you know what, this is so boring, I can't do it.
But I would go McCree, but like, I don't know.
So let's see who he chooses. I think he's doing good as Phara.
Just stick with Phara, I guess, maybe. I don't know. We'll try this. We'll try this.
And he's the old Junkrat. Oh, and they got a Phara. You're already a lot, like, your mouse work seems a lot quicker as Junkrat than it does on Phara. I don't know if it's just because you're trying to aim everywhere, but... like, just... I would assume just from your reactions and everything, your information gathering stuff is going to be a lot... For some reason, it's a lot better as Junkrat than as was this Phara.
Get this Phara.
As a Phara, should you take your time between shots and carefully aim and then shoot, or shoot them off as fast as you can? You need... The truth is that you need to aim for the latter of the two. You should be shooting all the time, but that time, Phara actually has a really slow attack speed. It's 1 second. Like Junkrat's is 0.6, McCree's 0.5. At first, you may have to really like think about where you're shooting and how you're shooting and all that, and that's understandable at first. But later on, you need to just shoot. By the time your first shot has like fired, you should already know where your second shot is going. And 1 second of time is plenty of time to think. Alt? Yep.
Rip me. In left room, on point. Behind your diva. Reaper and diva.
You focus on a hero that you have an advantage on during combat. You need to focus on what's given to you. Like, I don't like it. Like, I think it's really dumb when Pharaohs prioritize me and they dive past my entire team just to try to shoot me. That being said, as like a McCree or soldier, and if there's a Phara in the game, like, yes, it's probably best for you to shoot the Phara. But it's not like you have an advantage over her. It's that you have the best tools for the job to kill her on your team. And I don't want to say Phara has the better tools to kill a Junkrat. She has the better tools to survive against them.
Can we just stall it until...
But I wouldn't say to actually kill the Junkrat. Like, I wouldn't say Phara has an easier time, from a damage point alone, killing a Junkrat than, like, say, a McCree. In fact, I would say I'm a lot more afraid of a good McCree than I am of a good Phara. Yeah, Zinder, he does have more view of the battlefield as a Phara, but I mean, he wasn't even, like, looking around him as Phara. As Junkrat, he's just constantly looking to his left, to his right. Like, he's looking for stuff. Like, he wasn't doing what he did right there as Phara. He was just kind of, like, very, very slowly looking. What ELO is this? I believe it was a 2,500 ranked game.
We gotta try it.
Or close to. 2,400. And so he switched to Tracer.
What? I'm stuck.
Tracer's to your right, yep.
Nice.
Good shooting.
Let's get on point, guys.
Okay, good. I was about to say, get the fuck out of there. Good hunting. Try to get on the other side of her. Perfect. Okay, you're doing really good as... Yeah, you're doing good as Tracer. I like this.
Left side, there's a Reaper. Nice.
Yeah, I think you're playing Tracer really good.
Oh, that's... Well, it doesn't matter, I guess. Oh, guys, we got this.
I like how you're dashing from the edge of combat on the left or right side, and dashing through, doing damage, and dashing away. Like, that's how you're supposed to play Tracer.
It's stressful.
Tips to improve mechanical skills. Man. I do like shadow boxing type stuff. At least it's what I used to do as a kid. Just imagine static points during maps. Run around the maps, learn them as best you can. shoot at very static points of it, like maybe a light, maybe a pixel that you notice stick out,
Left side can
stuff like that. Maybe being on the ground gives him better sound or better. I don't know, Zinder. It's just I just noticed he's very active as the non-Phara classes, and it's something I would like him to pick up as Phara. Yeah, that was good. That was good job hunting him down. I like that you helped that out. So why I like that so much is that if the Reinhardt did put up his shield to defend against the diva he got, you were there just to get behind the Reinhardt. Point blank. You would have been there to get behind the Reinhardt and make his life, a lot more difficult.
Yeah, let's back out. I think we got it.
So someone's asleep. You heard the honest. That was good. That was good. I mean, it sucked he got healed up, but that was a good one. But you heard the honest sleep line, and that's who you should have targeted if they were still asleep. Quality made it so I couldn't see if they were asleep or not. Careful burning all your resources at once. Here you go. Now you're coming in from different angles. This is what I want to see more than that fighting head-on-head stuff. You sticky her?
How is this Phara getting me like this?
So, be careful when you just jump into the midst of combat. You're in the middle of combat, and that's how the Pharaoh is pinning you down, is since you have to worry about 2 or 3 targets, when you don't look at the Pharaoh, she's hitting you with splash damage.
Nice. Down one.
Also remember you can dodge pretty much any source of damage. You can dodge any sort of damage with Tracer's Recall, because you essentially leave the map for a couple seconds. You're doing really good as Tracer.
Are you kidding me? Please get to know the Rhine.
Alright, so that Reinhardt.
Are you kidding me? No, that's just dumb. Please. No.
So that's one of those maybe
So close.
I don't know how fast your mouse speed is. Like dashing through someone and then turning around a 180 very quickly and then hitting them. Why is that your pace? Did you see that? His pace was his twitch. What a guy. So you played a lot of classes. Be specific, you played Mercy. We're gonna omit that. Phara, Junkrat, Tracer. Those were good ones. I think your accuracy is actually pretty good. You're hitting some really good shots with all the classes. I liked it. I like what you're doing with most classes. Positioning. Oh man, you played Junkrat for like a quarter of a round, so let's rule out Junkrat. Let's just talk about Pharah Tracer. I think your Pharaoh is really good. Now, when you guys had the point, you were doing extremely well. Um, when taking the point, you were kind of just. I'm thinking of the one circular map. Uh, you kept on going past mid, which is really dangerous. You can get really punished for that. Essentially, if we're looking top down, I mean, if Pharaoh's here and the enemy's still here, it doesn't matter if you're in the air or not. You're still out of position. Now you didn't have a mercy, so your Pharaoh was hindered compared to most Pharaohs out there because there's always a mercy. But I think you did really well. Actually, I think your positioning was decent on Pharaoh. As for Tracer, there's a McCree in there too for 30 seconds. That's yeah. Tracer, I think you're doing well. Actually, you were definitely doing well as Tracer. I like the Tracer play. But for your positioning, I would say overall it was good. Like I didn't see any bad habits. You weren't. The only thing with Tracer is that maybe every now and then, and this is like sometimes you can't help it. You were in no man's land a little bit, and I always described it as like, hey, here's the point. Here's the entire team. They're all shooting this way. Here's your team. As a Tracer, like you try to avoid just being in here because then you just get shot by chance. It's not like they were even looking at you. You just get shot because they're shooting at someone else. Tracer's good around like the parentheses, I would say. Like Tracer's really good here. She dashes through. She can dash really far in and then recall out. Like those are, if options are available, she can dive. But you were pretty much avoiding this most of the time. Every now and then it would get you, but that's what happens as combat evolves and it moves and it moves and it moves and it moves. It's hard as a Tracer to get the combat awareness to be like, all right, I got to be here at this point, I got to be here at this point, and then as combat moves, like I'm constantly in someone's blind spot. That's actually quite difficult. That's the master type level Tracer play is where you're dashing around, and while you're dashing around, it's because players are like they're looking this way, so there's a blind spot here, and then as they look towards you, like another person looks this way, and then you dash this way, and now you're in another person's blind spot. That's highest level play. But good accuracy also, comes with that. Yeah, positioning, I think you're doing well. Skill usage. With Tracer, you did it once or twice. Just watch out of depleting all resources. And the only reason I say that is because the one time you recalled and then used all 3 dashes immediately, and I was like, oh man, that's scary as hell. That's very, very scary. Resources. Oh my god, I can't even. Fuck it. You know what I said. I said it. You don't need to read it. As Phara, your resource usage, I think was good. Maybe concussive blast offensively more. You used it to get around a bit, but use it to disrupt enemies' formation, push people into combat that don't want to be in combat, push supports away from supports, stuff like that. I think you tried to use it a couple times, but it was, little to no effect. Don't always save it just for yourself. Information I think you're doing well on. I think there's a couple times I could hear stuff, but that's just comes with time. Like I could hear something. I'm like, all right, there's someone to your left or your right, and yada yada yada. You need to address that. But overall, like I was actually quite happy with your play. And actually, I don't want to correct much. Like I don't want to try to. I don't want to try to reach for something and have you correct it for no reason. I don't always have to find something horribly wrong with your play. Sometimes your plays, you're at where you're at for a reason. And as you get better, I think you'll have no problem climbing the ladder. But yeah, and you provided a decent array of skills with Tracer, with Phara and Junkrat. Mercy, whatever. But seems you have a good grasp on most of the skills you need for the fundamentals of Overwatch, and so I really think you're in a good spot. When am I going to get a drawing table so I can actually write? There's nothing wrong with how I write, jerks. Shift or right click for blink. I think that's player preference. It depends how much you use it. The only thing with having more things on the mouse is that if you're having your primary attack on the mouse and you have other buttons, like you have too many buttons bound to it, you may affect your mouse aim. Like if you want to keep shooting, then blink and shoot some more. I know that's a very minimal thing. But yeah. That's my only concern whenever I put more binds to my mouse, I worry that like is it going to affect my aim if I want to do that button while I'm shooting. 100 bits McLover, how do I submit a review? Type !review and it'll tell you. Basically go to my Discord, you throw a video in the review slot and go from there. Yeah, I think this person's playing well within that Tracer play. Honestly, I did not think it was platinum level. I didn't think it was whatever. Just 2400. Actually, the Tracer plays were really good. Here he is on the edge. I like this. So this is the dash in. They're not paying attention to you. Yeah, get in close. Attack from an angle they don't expect. You couldn't get it, so you give it up right away. That's perfect. Yep, harass from the side. They come in. Now, this is scary when you turn your back to their spawn, because there could be enemies coming.
Left side, there's a Reaper. Nice.
Yeah, I think for 2400 you were playing really well.
Oh, that's...
You'll get those.
Oh.
I submit VIP a while ago.